So once I close my eyes, then for all I know, everything that's on the other side of that is not there.
There is no other side.
Right. It's just that.
So when you close your eyes, you become present with that experience.
Right. And even if there's sound that seems to be part of what I was seeing when my eyes were open, I have to assume it's just the sound effect of that. And
It's if
to
we
make
be,
me-
yeah, if we become really present, what will happen is it will become clear the sound is arising inside
right.
that, we could call it meditation space
Right.
actually. Or we don't, if we put these words meditation space, then it implies there is a meditator sitting in a room, and we carry into a fresh experience old concepts. Meaning, actually, we don't carry into the experience. It's designed for that fresh experience to include assumptions of who I am in that moment. So we're sitting. Well, even it's hard to. There's what we call sitting. It's hard because people are watching the body, so it's hard for me to say we're sitting here in meditation, but actually, there's no one sitting here in meditation. Doesn't really work when you're being recorded. But from your own experience, when you close your eyes and become present, there's no more, it's not even closing eyes. So we say what we call closing eyes. But once that's happened and you're present, there is just what is there. And we find it's a boundless open space with no boundaries. The visuals are very limited. Sound may still be arising. And then a thought arises, oh, that is the sound of a dog. That must be out there. And that thought has a whole lot of assumptions that are not verifiable. An out there, a dog. If we really become present with it, it's just sound arising in awareness. And there's no inside or outside. All of that is assumptions arising in thought. Assumptions contained in thought. That there is a me sitting in a room with my eyes closed, and I'm aware of inside my mind maybe, and that the outside is still there, and the sound is of a dog. Which means if that's how the meditation is happening, which is, it would be destined for it to be happening, we're not present with what is.
Right. And part of those assumptions are also because the experience is designed for us to believe that there's a cause for them to be there, right? For example, if I'm meditating here and I hear a dog barking, it's a way of the experience to make it believable that I'm still sitting in the room that I thought I was, and that there was a dog outside.
Yes, if it happens like that, it's destined for it to be like that. And we can call that a residual self-image. A residual idea of a past that is contaminating the present moment. And then so life is so consistently it's created to so consistently demonstrate that there is a here and a there. We open a door and we walk out of here into there, and if we ran down the street, there's always more there, it seems. So if we shift our perspective, not even we shift, if the perspective shifts, there is just the present moment in each time. And so the illusion is that we're going from here to there. Now, because that's been so consistently the experience in our life, it's been taken and turned into truth, that there is a here and a there. So when we sit in meditation, that truth remains pervading the meditation space. There is a here and a there, which really means in that space there is someone sitting in meditation in a room. The meditation space doesn't demonstrate that, doesn't verify that. If we're really present, and this residual self-image or residual image of the world is seen to be just a concept, really, that we're assuming to be true, and we become really present, there is no body. anymore. There is just awareness of boundless space. There are no images. And from this particular investigation we're talking about, we can see with eyes, what we call eyes open, or what seem like the experience that seems like eyes open, this is the creation. And as soon as we close eyes, the creation has changed radically. It's vanished. And then when eyes open, it's spontaneously arising again. But the experience is designed for it to seem like it was here, I closed my eyes, I remained here in the room, and then I opened my eyes and became aware of the room that was consistently there all the way through meditation. The radical shift is to see life radically different, which means to come to see life as an experience, not as an objective reality. And then the question then is, well, what is aware of the experience in each moment? With eyes open or eyes closed, there is an awareness of the experience. And with eyes closed, it can become can be easier for awareness to recognize itself, because the amount of objects in the experience is significantly less, which means awareness has less objects to get distracted in. So if we find ourselves sitting quietly, it's hard to use these words, the experience of meditation, meditation happens, awareness of this boundless space. The boundless space is recognized potentially as the background of awareness in which all objects arise. So sound is arising in that space. If we drop the idea of an inside and an outside, we find that this field of awareness envelops everything that is recognized. The sound of the dog, which now we would just relate to as sound, is no longer related to as a sound coming from out there. Inside and outside has fallen away, and there is just sound arising in this space of awareness. And from that perspective, it becomes clear that awareness is the background. Awareness is the background in which all objects arise, and it's awareness that recognizes the objects that arise within it. And then when what we call opening eyes happens, it might become clear, all of this is an image arising in that same boundless space, recognized by the same awareness that was aware of not very much in the meditation experience. But in the meditation experience, the awareness is always there. Visual objects fall away, sound objects fall away, touch objects fall away. The body, which is essentially a combination of visual, touch, and different sensation objects, the body falls away. In meditation and in daily living and in dream, what is ever present, never absent, is awareness and the sense of existence. And if that's recognized in meditation, recognized by itself, so awareness recognizes that there is awareness all the time, and there is this sense of existence. And if meditation is seen as an experience and daily living is seen as an experience, then awareness becomes aware of itself in daily living.